Little was known about the school until November this year, when it was host to thousands of people during the hybrid solar eclipse. The face of the school in just a few days prior to the rare phenomenon changed. The solar eclipse monument stands distinctive in the middle of the playground that was filled with multitudes of people, with President Museveni as chief viewer. Children from Owiny and other various primary schools in Nebbi district had the opportunity to be part of history, with rare eclipse expected to be repeated after 120 years. But after the event, it was business as usual. The same problems they faced over the years, rearing their heads again. There are several drawbacks: lack of safe drinking water, insufficient food, and congestion among others. The school has only 4 classroom blocks, which house 1,200 children. They have only 18 teachers. The only nearby community borehole, which has been a source of water, broke down. As the locals and pupils continue to bank their faith in government, the school is improvising alternatives.
The recently constructed borehole has not yet been installed, but we hope when it is installed, it will boost our water capacity in the school here.
It's 7 a.m. and we are off to Aguda village to meet some of the children who stay along the Nile. They walk for over 30 minutes to the Nile to fetch water which the entire school will use for the day. This is always the routine when there is water scarcity. The same water source is host to swimmers and residents who wash their clothes on the banks of the Nile, contaminating the water. These children also stand the risk of drowning, especially when the water levels rise during rainy seasons. After collecting the contaminated water, it is time to start the treacherous and considerably long journey to school.
We've so far walked for 2.5 kilometers and half a kilometer still remaining to complete the journey to where it started from, that is the homesteads of these children. They are very good stars and good Samaritans, but there are fears that this kind of scenario can easily affect their studies, because most of them always begin their day when they are very tired, because they still have 3 kilometers to make it to school.
The pupils move in a single file. Minutes later, some arrive at school in small groups, leaving many along the way who are struggling to catch up. Since the containers have to be returned to their homes, the water is poured in the school tanks, which were a donation. Understandably thirsty, after walking in the scorching sun, the children quench their thirst.
Kuna ugonjwa ile ambao kila wakati wanafundisha sisi, ati hii kuna ugonjwa ya blahaza, sijui nini.
Thirst is off the list of the daunting challenges, but the children will spend the entire day without a single meal. Anything they come across will not be spared. Like this dry cassava belonging to one of their mates who stopped by on her way to a grinding mill.
The level of concentration in the class of the pupils also reduced, and concentration also is impaired, and performance finally is poor.
Facing several problems, over 200 pupils dropped out of school in 2013 alone. Nothing has been done yet to have them return to class.
That's effective next year. Each and every child from P3 up to P7 will have to contribute, just as a startup, will have to contribute 5 bags of beans and about 6 kilograms of flour, just to begin the process.
Then the parents are not all that up to date. Parents are not all that up to date where they cannot manage even to pay, because some you will find out a parent have about 2-3 children to buy for them exercise books, pens, uniforms.
Yaani moda ya mvua nakuwa kidogo. Sasa kuna wakati wanapata kama mvua hakuna, chakula vile inapotea.
Amid the new achievements coupled with challenges, government gave 100 million shillings to Nebbi district local government for the renovation and construction of 2 ventilated improved pit latrines and a borehole among others. 2 blocks are distinctly neat outside, but the walls and the floor inside are in ruin. However, government allocated 52.7 million shillings for a complete overhaul. Only 2 classrooms were painted both inside and outside. Renovations for 4 blocks was allocated 52.7 million shillings and 35 million for the construction of 2 VIP latrines. This money is part of the 252.2 million shillings that was allocated to the district for the Eclipse preparations. The major part of the work has not yet been done, which raises suspicion that some money could have been misappropriated. We sought an explanation from the Nebbi Town Council's Chief Administrative Officer.
Renovation and the toilets, we have paid half each. And we had 2 companies, 2 firms that were working in the renovation. These were God's Will and the Gosson Enterprises. I think they have a proven record. So until maybe unless somebody proves otherwise, for us we think the quality of work is good.
Teachers lack accommodation and also walk long distances to school.
1 times 2? 2. So you add the...
This is the headmaster's residence, one of the best there is. The children sing as they keep faith that the state of affairs at the school will change if the 252.2 million shillings is properly utilized. Sudhir Byaruhanga, NTV.